Becky Lynch admits she attacked Bayley before WrestleMania. Full confession and shocking fallout. Weeks of speculation. One shocking attack. And now, the truth. Becky Lynch has finally confessed. She was the one who attacked Bayley before WrestleMania 41. This is the full breakdown of her confession, the fallout in the WWE locker room, and what it means for the future of the women's division. The truth always comes out. And on the April 29th episode of Monday Night Raw, the WWE Universe was rocked to its core when Becky Lynch, arguably the most iconic woman in modern wrestling, publicly admitted she was the one who blindsided Bayley just days before WrestleMania 41. The attack that nearly ruined Bayley's dream. The mystery that haunted the biggest night of her career. It wasn't Damage CTRL. It wasn't an outsider. It wasn't even a heel. It was her friend. Her rival. The man. Becky Lynch. This is the full story. It all began the week of WrestleMania 41. Bayley was set to challenge Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship, a match months in the making, born from betrayal, redemption, and resilience. But just 3 nights before the biggest show of the year, Bayley was found unconscious backstage. Bruised. Bloodied. Out cold. WWE cameras caught only the aftermath. Officials screaming, trainers rushing in, the champ-to-be clutching her ribs and neck. Speculation ran wild. Damage CTRL was blamed immediately. Dakota Kai denied involvement. Kairi Sane refused to comment. Io Sky smirked and walked away. WWE launched an investigation. Fans demanded justice. But Bayley refused to pull out of WrestleMania. She wrestled hurt. She fought with everything she had. And she won. Bayley defeated Io Sky at WrestleMania 41 in what many call the most courageous performance of her career. But the question remained. Who attacked her? Now we know. The confession. The April 29th episode of Raw opened with an unexpected segment. Becky Lynch walked to the ring alone. No music. No lights. Just silence. She looked tired. Weathered. Different. Microphone in hand. Becky stared down the camera and said 5 words. It was me. I did it. The crowd gasped. You could hear a pin drop in the arena. Becky took a deep breath and began. You all deserve the truth. Bayley deserves the truth. I attacked her before WrestleMania. I blindsided her in the parking lot. And I've had to live with that guilt every single day since. The crowd booed. Some shouted why. Others just stood frozen. Becky continued. She took something from me. Not the title. Not the spotlight. She took the moment I was supposed to have. WrestleMania 35 was my crowning night. But since then, it's always been someone else. Rhea. Bianca. Bayley. I had to watch her headline, get cheered, be the hero, while I was just trying to hold on. So yeah, I attacked her, because I wanted her to feel what I felt. To walk into WrestleMania unsure, afraid, vulnerable. And the worst part, she still won. The fallout begins. Within minutes, social media exploded. Hashtag Becky Lynch and hashtag WhyBeckyWhy were trending worldwide. Bayley, who was scheduled for a backstage promo later that night, refused to appear on camera. She was said to be visibly emotional and left the arena early. Other WWE superstars responded in real time. Charlotte Flair. I've seen Becky do ruthless things. But this was next level. Liv Morgan. How could you do that to Bayley? Rhea Ripley. Don't play the sympathy card, Becky. You broke a code. Dakota Kai. We told you we didn't do it. Now do you believe us? Even Corey Graves, during commentary, seemed lost for words. I've called Becky's career for a decade, and I don't even know who this person is anymore. Bayley's silence. In the 48 hours following Raw, Bayley refused all interviews. No tweets. No videos. No posts. According to WWE sources, Bayley was blindsided, not just by the revelation, but by the fact Becky confessed publicly without warning her. A close source told Fightful. Bayley didn't want to believe Becky was capable of this. They've shared locker rooms, traveled together, cried together. This wasn't just betrayal. This was personal trauma. WWE offered Bayley time off. She declined. She has reportedly demanded a face-to-face confrontation with Becky Lynch on camera, and WWE has granted it. Why did Becky do it? At the heart of this story is one question. Why? Why did Becky Lynch, who has fought so hard to become a beloved icon, risk it all to hurt someone she once respected? On WWE's digital exclusive that aired on YouTube, Becky went deeper. I've always been the man. But lately, I felt like the ghost. Invisible. Forgotten. People cheering louder for Bayley than for me. After everything I've done, it broke something in me. And when I saw her laughing backstage that night before WrestleMania, so confident, so happy, I snapped. I thought if I took her out, maybe I'd get her spot. Or at least ruin her moment. But now, I just feel hollow. Becky also said she considered quitting after WrestleMania. The guilt, the backlash, the shame, it nearly broke her. But instead, she chose to confess. And now, she's ready for the consequences. Fans react, a divided WWE Universe. The fanbase is split. Some call Becky a coward, a backstabber, a shell of who she once was. Others say this makes her more compelling than ever. On Reddit and Twitter, heated debates rage on. At WrestleFanatic89, Becky was honest. That's more than I can say for half the roster. She's human. At Bayley Bomb, she ruined Bayley's moment. No forgiveness. At Heel Logic, this is the best version of Becky since 2018. Raw. Flawed. Real. One thing is clear. Becky Lynch has changed. Seth Rollins reacts. Backstage sources say even Seth Rollins was caught off guard by Becky's confession. The two, married since 2021, have kept their professional lives separate on screen. But this incident crossed a line. On Raw Talk, Seth briefly addressed it. Becky's been going through a lot. Wrestling is hard. Fame is hard. And when you feel like you're being forgotten, it does something to your heart. I love her, but I don't condone what she did. It's unclear if the fallout will affect Becky and Seth's on-screen dynamic going forward. But behind the scenes, WWE officials are said to be monitoring how this plays out publicly. The locker room response. The women's locker room is tense. Several superstars are reportedly refusing to work with Becky until she makes things right with Bayley. WWE officials are considering mandatory mediation meetings to keep things professional. Bianca Belair. What Becky did isn't just bad, it's dangerous. We've got to protect each other out here. Asuka, translated, betrayal is poison. It spreads. Tiffany Stratton. Honestly, Bayley's title reign means more now because she overcame that attack. And Becky? She just buried her legacy. The confrontation set, Raw next week. WWE has officially announced it. Bayley will confront Becky Lynch, live on Raw next week. No security. No restrictions. Just two women. One seeking answers, the other desperate for redemption. The WWE Universe is already calling it the most anticipated non-wrestling segment of the year. Rumors suggest Bayley will demand a match. Possibly at Backlash. Possibly in a stipulation that could change everything. From sharing locker rooms. Becky Lynch has confessed to the ultimate betrayal. Bayley vs. Becky Lynch. Official for WWE Backlash. Subscribe for the latest updates on this explosive feud.